the shower chair in the bathroom with my blanket over me because I'm cold, and talk a little bit about what's happening. So they just came in. It's midnight. It's a little after midnight. Might be closer to 12:30. And he just I had to give him that, it's that white down. What are these called? Patient preoperative skin preparation. I don't know why my phone has got this glare. Hold on. Y'all was getting the soft look of me. So, I'm tired. So, she brought those in. They're warm. They warm them up. She gave me those, and then she gave me a gown, hospital gown. And while I was in here getting him wiped down with those, she put clean linens on his bed. I don't know what time they're taking him tomorrow. I know he's back to no food. And it's very nerve-wracking. I've given it to God. I give it to God. I give it to God. I give him to God. When I talked to the doctor yesterday, I won't go into every little detail. He's coughing. Okay, baby. When he coughs, he always says, I'm okay, because I haven't gotten to the point where when he coughs, I say, are you okay? And I can hear he coughed, and he goes, I'm okay. It's breaking my heart. My heart is just breaking. So, I don't understand something that the doctor said, and it doesn't matter to me because what he said is not our predicament. And I think that when stuff comes across their desk, it's just these papers with names on it, or comes across their computer, however it comes across to them. They get this name and they get this information. Autistic 30-year-old. I don't know if it says he communicates or can communicate or what it says, but I was under the impression when I first talked to him, first started the conversation, that there was a possibility. I don't know. It was the way it came out. It just struck me as do people do that? I guess people with that do not resuscitate if they bring somebody to the hospital because of something, but they have that DNR. Maybe this would have been an option, just to take him home sick like this with pneumonia in one lung, with whatever form of pneumonia this is, trying to create a mass. Because he said, because if you take him home, he will die. That's what he told me. And I said, I'm not taking him home. He's here. He's here for you to fix. I was like kind of in, when he left, when the conversation was over, I literally came in this room and had a breakdown. I think back to people. I think what went on. I thought this because I said something to Tina about it later. I said, I think there are people in this world that think special needs people don't have a place. I'm not saying that's what the doctor thinks. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that maybe as a special needs person gets older, God has got to take us together in the rapture, because I can't do this. What? As they get older and their life is not as important, you would just take them home sick, knowing that you're only going to have them for a couple of more days. I don't get it. There is going to be a fight for every breath. Anyway, this surgery is done all the time. There are so many of you guys that have written me and said, oh, I had that done 10 years ago, I had that done 2 years ago. I've read so many. It's not an uncommon surgery. It's just Levi, you know? He is so unaware. He thinks he's better. He tells everybody, I'm better. So, we are going to wake up in the morning at whatever time. I'm usually up at 7 and dressed before 8 o'clock, before they start coming in. But, you know, I just mean the randomness of stuff. There's always in the middle of the night, the door opens and they're going to do it this, or they're going to do it that. According to the nurse that just left, she won't be back till 4. So I'm going back in there, get in my chair and sleep until 4. When she comes back in, I guess it's just for vitals. His vitals are good. The ones that they take. He's at 94 on his oxygen. Now, the last 2 days, he's been no oxygen during the day. He gets it, and he gets the little thing back in his nose at night, but he hasn't needed it during the day. He's running on his own. His heart rate runs a little fast. I think basically his kind of heart rate's always run fast. Not crazy fast, but it's always been a little fast, according to his father. His heart rate always runs fast too. I don't know. His dad did come to see him yesterday. He was here about maybe an hour. I just told him he can't take any negative stuff. Don't come here with negative. Don't come here with a boy. You know, he don't see his boy all that often. He sees him once or twice a year. He's not even here on Christmas or his birthday. It's not like he makes special trips to see him on Christmas or his birthday. He just will pop in during the year, maybe once or twice. I don't think last year he popped in at all. I honestly don't remember seeing him in over a year. Anyway. I don't know. Anyway, his blood pressure was 119 over, I think it was 82 or something like that. Or 119 over, yeah, it's like 119 over 82. It's good. All that stuff looks good. All of this blood work, there's different things in his blood work that's been off. But he's sick. So, and He's very sick. He's so sick. When you open that door and they walk in, you see him, just like I've always said about his disability. You just see him walking through the store, picking something up off the shelf. He's just like a normal person. Maybe walks a little slower or scoots his feet instead of lifts them up. But you walk in here in this hospital and he's in a chair and he's got DVD player in front of him and he's doing something on paper. You don't realize that something's wrong until you walk over and you realize, well, he's got an Ariel doll sitting beside him. He's got 3 or 4 stuffies on his bed. His paperwork that he's working on is just scribbles. And his DVD player has a Christmas movie or something. Might have a Western going. Anyway, I just feel like Jamie was saying something yesterday about doctors don't have good bedside manners, but the truth is you don't want them to have good bedside manners. You want them to want to be the best at what they are. So they look at everybody as like a spreadsheet. She didn't say spreadsheet, she used some of the word. But when I'm done with this, it's gonna be you. They gonna all look at this and say, look how good you did. Well, that's fine. Do it to him. Let God work through that man's hands and let that boy say, let us all look at it and say, oh my gosh, was he ever sick? This whole thing is so scary. We've had to be at the hospital early in the morning and no food and all this because they're going to pull a tooth. This is scary. I know God has him. God has us all. We got God. God has us. He coughed a little bit. I could hear him coughing. I hope you guys are hearing me because I'm not going to talk any louder. From you guys, some of you guys, I'm sorry if you're the ones that say I can't hear you. You're just gonna have to put me on the loudest or shove the phone up to your head because I'm not talking any louder. I don't want him hearing every little thing I say because he picks up on everything. He doesn't want to leave this room. Whatever's done today, he don't even really know. But he says when he comes back, he's coming back this room. And we try to tell him, this is not the room you come back to because you have to be on I don't want a different floor. I want this room. So one of the nurse managers said that there's a possibility that after he wakes up, after surgery, and they start doing for a day or so, everything looks like it's going well, they could bring him back to this floor, but this is not... like I say, this isn't a post-op floor. These nurses, there's not a whole lot of them, and they don't deal with after an operation. He's gonna have to have after the operation stuff. So I'm just hoping that when he wakes up after being groggy, when he looks around the room, everything looks kind of the same and he doesn't even realize. And then if we're here for more than 3 or 4 days after, and I don't know, maybe he'll get to the point that he's so much, I don't know, because I don't know what to expect. I know he's going to have I think the doctor said 2 hoses, drain hoses. I don't know what 2 of them are for, but I was pretty sure he said 2. Anyway, all right. So we don't know a time yet. All we know is that he's already been wiped down with this stuff, and she's gonna come back at 4 for like the vitals and blood pressures and all that stuff that they do all night long. But at 6, he'll get wiped down again. I don't know if we put the same gown on him. She just changed his bed sheets. All of his sheets are different. She did put his two blankets back on, his personal ones. Which one is the blue one that Tina brought for me to sleep under, but it's a small throw. And so I went to Walmart, got that bigger one. So he's been using that one along with the green one. When he went down for the procedure, they put a green blanket on his bed because he said he was cold. And when it was over, he said he wanted to keep the green blanket because it was the color of Ariel. So he's had that with him. They let him have it. Anyway, I don't know. So nerve-wracking. Give it to God, give it to God, give it to God, give it to God. That's why I just keep saying he's God's, he's God's. It's God's will. Everything is God's will. It doesn't matter. It's God's will. I can't leave this hospital without him. And we sure weren't going home just to let it happen, let nature take its course. I don't even know where that came from, but I don't know. Maybe there's some. Oh, he's talking. I'm gonna go out of here. I'm gonna go, and I love you guys. God bless y'all. Pray, pray, pray without ceasing. Pray without ceasing.